The first season of the Fresh Prince is, I think, the first season or the only season of Sparks.
Yeah, that would have been, I think, 1990 then.
Yeah, 1990, 91.
Yeah. Let's look that up real quick. I was completely unaware that show
It was about the fathers.
Yeah, and I know about the fathers, but I never made the connection. And Judge Filer actually has a reputation of being a very fair judge too. Check this out. Sparks actually ran James Avery, Robin Givens, Terrence Howard, Miguel Nunez, Kim Whitley.
Yeah.
From 96 to 98.
So, okay. Wow. Yeah. So, okay, that wasn't the early, it was late 90s.
Yeah, late 90s. But,
and that sounds like more than one season, too.
Yeah, it was just 2 seasons, I believe. And then also, we don't really talk about Thomas Cochee.
Oh, Thomas Cochee.
We know who Eazy-E is. We know who Dr. Dre is. We know who DJ Yella.
And rightfully so. These people are icons. Don't get us wrong. Don't get me wrong. I want that too. I want that too. But
because they did etch out an important history of hip hop.
Yeah.
But tell us just briefly who Thomas Cochee was.
Thomas Cochee came from Northern California. But they brought him to Compton to be a police chief to kind of cut down on the racial tension here in Compton. As you know, it was like all the 50s. It was like a predominantly white society, community. And in this transition, black people started to come in. The police were still predominantly white, in most cases racist. So Tom Cochee came in as a chief. He hired some black cops, and he started to make white cops partner with the black cops. So he started integrating the cars, the patrol cars, and over time they would kind of cut down on the racial tension. But it was just kind of bringing unity together. That was his main thing, being fair and bringing unity in the community.
Was your father police under Chief Cochee?
No, I don't think he knew Chief Cochee. My father was a cop from 69 to 80. He did 11 years, and I don't think he was around for Tom Cochee.
From 69 to 80, but didn't Cochee come in the early 70s?
Yeah, because I never talked to my dad about actually being a cop.
No, so
that wasn't some conversations that we had.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
your dad probably, yeah. I don't know, not all cops know who the chief is, because I don't know what rank your dad made it to, but there's a chance he actually may have known Cochee.
He may have known.
Yeah.
He may have known. We never talked about it. My dad passed back in 02, 03. I wasn't even into this.
Yeah.
In this aspect, that wasn't my focus at the time. And so we never really talked about him being an actual cop or what he went through at that time. But that's a good question. I should definitely look into it now myself.
Yeah. When Dollarhide became the mayor, he was only the mayor for 1 term, and he got criticized because crime started to go up. But when I look at his term, it was from 69 to 73, and that's the birth of gangbanging in Compton. Mm-hmm. The Pyrus and the Crips were formed during Dollarhide's first term.
Yeah. You tend to get more crime in areas that have where the employment rate is a little lower. It's not many things for people to do. At the time when Dollarhide got into the city of Compton, downtown Compton was booming. There was a lot of industrial businesses. There was a lot of businesses just thriving. During white flight and more black people coming in, and those businesses moving out with some of those people left a lot of vacancies, a lot of vacant buildings. And we see the effects of vacant buildings in the community now. You tend to have more hanging out. You tend to have, in our case now, fires. Just kind of a nesting place for negativity. And so to go back to what you were saying, crime rate changing, that would have something to do with it. The employment not being there, Goodyear not being here anymore, all these different, Boeing not being here in Compton anymore, all these different jobs taking employment, hundreds of jobs away from hardworking families. Then you have kids that grow up and everybody's getting hungry. Everybody's looking for somewhere, something to do. Then you bring in the gang banging and then the crack epidemic, and then you start to get the changes in the community. So I'm a small business owner myself, and I understand the importance of having these businesses, these vacant buildings thrive with businesses and bringing in, pride and hope and prosperity.
Now, you mentioned the airport that's in Compton earlier. A lot of people don't know, not only is there an airport there, but they teach young black kids, boys and girls, how to fly.
Yeah.
And it's actually ran by a black, what do you call him? Flight instructor?
Yeah. He's a flight instructor pilot. Robin Petgrave runs the Aeronautical Museum at the Compton Airport. And they have a nonprofit, and in that nonprofit, they teach kids all over the city of Compton how to fly planes. Some of these kids are flying planes before they drive in cars, which is like insane to me. I would love for my kid. I would love to learn how to fly a plane. Like I want to go enroll. But they've been doing this for a few years, man, and it just gives kids a different opportunity and different outlook. Again, if all you see is poverty, if all you see is vacant buildings, all you see is prostitution and gangbanging, you're going to fall. Statistically, you're going to fall into it. But when you have programs like what Robin is bringing to the community, or what Fred Martin is bringing with the Compton Kids Club, or these different organizations are bringing to the community with children, it gives kids different opportunities to do different things and give them different options. I would say art saved my life.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.